The Akashic records can be described and verbalized in many ways, depending on the interpreter of the energy. The most aligned way for us to describe it is using the words matrix, grid, or field. Each individual consciousness holds their own matrix, grid, or field that extends out from the perception of their own body and throughout their physical body. This we refer to as the energy matrix, electromagnetic field, or aura. Source itself also holds an energy matrix or electromagnetic field, if you will. This matrix is a storehouse of information. It holds living imprints of all that has ever happened, all that shall ever happen, and all possibility and probability thereof. Each dimension holds its own storehouse and living imprints, yet each matrix is connected to the whole, the source matrix. Each matrix through each dimension and through each human being is a holographic replica of the source matrix. One could therefore say there is only one matrix, one storehouse of living imprints. One could also say there are an infinite number of matrices, an infinite number of storehouses of living imprints. Both statements are equally in alignment with truth and stand as truth. This matrix is a living, conscious, intelligent, and loving entity containing the spectrum of all color, mathematics, geometry, creation, emotion, and blueprints for linear expression soul journeys, and blueprints for expansive oneness unity fields. All that has ever happened, or all that could ever happen, exists here. All that might have happened exists here. All that your imagination can conceive of exists here. This place, this dimension, is referred to as the planetary grid of light, the book of life, the great library, the divine matrix, the wizard's castle, the hall of records, the source field or unified field, the Akash, the cosmic computer, the universal mind, the Akashic records, and yet more. This place, this dimension that we refer to as the Akashic records, is not some far-off place that can only be accessed by the enlightened few. Each and every one of you interact with, interface with, download from, and upload to this field all the time. The downloads and uploads are in a constant state of flow. It is the interpretation of the code within the download that leads to aligned or distorted information. The human brain is a translator or interface, if you will, of light and energy, information and interaction. The human brain interprets the downloads and creates the uploads via a feedback system into the cosmic computer, universal mind, or Akashic records. This is done from an individualized third-dimensional physical perspective or an individualized multidimensional non-physical perspective. The matrix or Akash itself feeds back information and is always in a state of movement and creation as it downloads itself back into the individualized matrix field of the human conduit or other life force. Animals, plants, birds, fish, insects all have their own individualized matrix or field that is also constantly interacting with the source matrix or Akash. Every probability that can be conceived of for any planetary body, dimension, or being exists within this matrix. Every idea that you have is a result of you interfacing with the Akashic record stream. It already existed before you ever thought of it, yet as it comes from the physical you for the very first time in your current timeline, it is therefore original and unique and feeds back into the matrix on a newly created thread, if you will. The right hemisphere of your human brain is the interface for communication and conductivity, and is the transducer for the source matrix or Akashic records. The left hemisphere of your human brain is the interface for sorting and evaluating, and is the processor for the source matrix or Akashic records. Depending on personality type, incarnational vibrational ray, and expansion level, the source matrix or Akashic records can be interacted with in a variety of ways. There are those who use direct imprinting on the matrix code. These individuals are predominantly of the blue ray frequency and hold a scientific, logical way of thinking. They interact directly with the living geometry and mathematical frequency of the universe. There are those who perceive the downloads as packages of information. They are also able to interact with the individualized presentations of the source matrix. These are sacred geometric and mathematical formations of living, loving intelligence that present in archetypal form. Those that perceive the downloads and interact with the source matrix presentations are fully aware of the dimensional layers within the archetypal forms, yet are able to stand as conduit, communicator, or channel, if you will, for these forms. They often connect with the master librarians, the keepers of the Akash, or with extraterrestrial human technology hybrid beings. These individuals are predominantly of the indigo ray frequency and stand as warriors, wizards, wanderers, and wayshowers for change within the third dimensional reality. They are living catalysts and alchemists, and their conscious interaction with the source matrix or Akashic records is a predetermined destiny and part of their indigo blueprint. There are those who connect with the aspects of colour and emotion within the source matrix. Angelic, ascended master presentations, elemental frequency connections, and direct interaction with the matrix through connections with groups, councils, and collectives. They often communicate with biblical presentations of the matrix, such as El Moira, Mother Mary, light beings of Christ consciousness, Metatron, the Lord Jesus Sananda, or members of the Ashtar Command crew. These individuals are predominantly of crystal ray frequency and are the bringers of the crystalline light codes through peace, unity consciousness, and innate knowing of oneness. They are almost always healers and are fully aware of their interaction with the source matrix or Akashic records without needing to understand, analyze, or process. They are very much zero-point field individuals, and they live for the beingness within the human physical experience. These are just 3 examples of the different ways source matrix or Akashic record interaction takes place. As enlightenment, ascension, and expansion is embraced within an individual's path, the original incarnational ray within the being expands into multicolour ray streams, and the blue ray, indigo ray, and crystal ray individuals, whilst retaining their original blueprint, begin to merge with the other aspects of self. This is when they embody the rainbow body of light and the diamond consciousness. They are then able to interact with the source matrix or Akashic records any way they choose to. There is no right way to interact with the Akashic records. This is a personal, individual experience, yet it is one that occurs with each and every soul who walks a conscious path of enlightenment. Many use the clairvoyant presentations of the library, as this is the highest symbol of the storehouse of information. Within this presentation, the source matrix archetypes are likely to be the master librarians or other scholar, wizard, or wise one-like presentation. Yet the presentation of the library, as a created time-space field within your hyperspace reality, and one that holds much substance as it is visited on a collective level within humanity, will often hold aspects of self, past life, future life, quantum self counterparts, inner child, divine mother or sacred father presentations, as this is a safe space in which for you to interact with, process and place your multidimensionality. The library is synonymous with communication, therefore this is most likely to take place. Know also that within this library one can find solitude, and the records, usually held within large ancient books, are now often found in digital form. One can access a cosmic computer system with email, or more appropriately, U-mail, universal mail, or U-mail as you are interacting with all that is truly you. Within this U-mail system, communication can take place with whichever being, construct, council, organisation or group you wish to contact. This is very much inner wormhole technology, allowing instant access to energetic mind streams through a computer system. The Akashic Library mirrors the energetics within your own computer system in your physical reality. There are those individuals who prefer the natural, organic methods of communication, and for these individuals, telepathy is broadcast stronger and further via the use of a large crystal generator found within one of the rooms within the library. A crystal frequency, as a booster to any thought field signal, will usually be found within the hyperspace realities of fifth dimensional individuals. The Crystal Palace within hyperspace is another presentation of the source matrix or Akashic records. Within the palace, one may find their own small library, a crystal generator, or a crystal ball for telepathic scrying across the universal grid of hyperspace and the Akash. The Crystal Palace itself is a generator and a booster to your thought field signal. The Merkaba is another presentation of the Akash, this time as a transportation system itself. This is usually perceived as travel through the Akashic field rather than the field itself, yet know that both the library and the master librarians are the Akashic records. Therefore, the transportation system used to move through the field is, in itself, the field. We highly recommend utilizing any or all of these presentations within your interaction with the Akashic records. We highly recommend your own creation of the presentation of the Akashic records, as this in itself, as a new presentation, will be uploaded to the source matrix, adding to its perpetual creative movement and momentum. The communication through these words at this time is to draw your awareness towards a field known as the Akashic records that can seem beyond, away, above, and out of reach. We present to you the fact that this field, known as the Akashic records, is within, close, and most reachable for all who wish it. We are the keepers of the Akash, and we are the white-winged collective consciousness of 9. Gateways within, gateways within, gateways within, gateways within. Come with me on a euphoric voyage.